Just because there's a virus, it doesn't mean everyone should have to stop living. It began peacefully but turned to vandalism and destruction.
This was like, it makes me happy. When I'm here, I promised my father I would always keep his business.
So my name is Axel. I'm the manager here at the Pizzeria Bros in Old Port.
Sandrini is a family business. It's very dear to me. My dad, God rest his soul, passed away 4 years ago, left it to me. I'm a shoe brat. I grew up in the business. My father's first store was on St. Catherine in '64. And then we went on from there.
So my name is Alex Danino. The store is called Rooney, and the website is rooneyshop.com. We've been around for 15 years, and we carry some very interesting brands from all around the world.
NRD Jeans is already 38 years in business, since 1982. We used to be in St. Catherine. We passed through hell. In 1980, there was a recession. Then we had the 9/11, no tourists for 2 years. We passed through all that hard time. And then we came to Old Montreal because there was more tourists. And we were like the king of jeans.
So yesterday night we were just working as usual. Normally we close at 9:45, but around 8 o'clock I got a call from the owner of the restaurant. And he said that there was a protest happening just down the street, and to just kind of start closing the restaurant. And we did just that. But a couple minutes afterwards, we just saw a group of people running down the street and heard some noises that were pretty loud. So we decided to turn off the lights and go towards the back. Around 8:30 or so, someone had broken the window. And yeah, we just kind of stayed in the back to make sure that we were okay. And just waited until around 9:45 or so, kind of start heading out of the restaurant.
I got an alert from my alarm, turned on my phone to see my store being ransacked. They were breaking the window. I had I couldn't believe it. I was like opening the app and I was like, oh my God, there's a huge hole in my window. And then I kept seeing young people going back and forth, screaming, grabbing stuff. It was like mayhem. And then I started seeing cop lights. So I knew they were following them. We've been here for 40-something years and never seen something like this. I grew up in this area, never saw any problems in this area. Even over the years we went up and down, but this has always been a beautiful area. Locals, people that live here, merchants, we all know each other. There was so much solidarity. Last night we were helping each other out, sharing anything we had. Moshe, I was with him this morning. We were talking in the back store. I grew up here. Like, everybody's known me since I was like tiny. So it's very special. Old Montreal is a very special place. So my dad always had this thing where in all his shops, he would always have this memory wall. Anybody and everybody who meant something to him, even clients that would come and thank him, send pictures. He would always post of his grandchildren, of people over the years, clients, his best friends. So it's really special. This wall is always special. This young girl has been coming to our store with her parents from Washington over 20 years since she was born as a baby. And her parents still come and visit every year on Labor Day weekend. I mean, it's crazy. Over the years, it's beautiful. And this was like, it makes me happy. When I'm here, I promised my father I would always keep his business. I find that this year, this is what people are discovering. They're discovering how beautiful family businesses are and how it's so nice that they're supporting them. They actually finally understand what it means to support local.
Last night was a complete mess. I was at home reading a story to my daughter in bed and watched, I got news that something was happening in the neighborhood, and I basically drove over here quickly to see what was happening, and I showed up and my window was completely broken. And so I was trying to assess the situation and clean up and just kind of get an understanding of what was happening. They broke the window and they basically looted the items that were at the front of the window. Just at the display was completely taken, whatever was on display was taken, and some of the racks that were just up at the window were looted as well. I had a bit of a feeling of being defeated, just completely discouraged, not sure why I was standing here looking at my business in complete disarray.
Until now, we are the king of jeans, but the problem is there is no people at all. There is no tourists. The offices are I think 20% on, so we cannot really do nothing. We are like in prison. And then on top of that, what we have those riots yesterday. That was crazy. That was really not cool to do that to people that they have stores. They work all their life trying to keep it alive, and they come and they break the store because we had to close at 8 o'clock. We had to do a curfew at 8 o'clock. This is disgusting. This is not fair. This is dirty. And I hope that tonight it will not be the same. They have to relax, to take it easy. We live the hard time together, and we have to help each other. Because business like mine, I don't know until when we can hold on. And this is the store energy.
Il fonctionne pas bien. Parce que lui, c'est un Moi, si je fais coffee, I hang out with you till 3 a.m. I have coffee. We're keeping this going all night.
I have Red Bull.
See, you didn't know you were going to get special espresso.
C'est tous des gens connus, hein. Tu sais, lui, c'est un acteur français. Gérard Darmon. Just talk about my nice store. Come in and we're going to offer you a nice coffee. That will be a big pleasure for us.
Well, people have been helping already, which is great. We've had a tremendous amount of support on social media from, locally in Montreal and around the world. And people have been showing up here in the store and being so supportive, and it's actually really heartwarming to see. It's been very, very nice to see how many people are wanting to help us out and just support. It's very cool to see, and we're surprised, actually, to be honest with you, because we're a small business and we know that we have our clientele and our client base of people that like our store, but it was really nice to see that we had that much support out there.
I think especially in places like the downtown, not downtown, but like Old Port, where there's a lot of tourists, is just kind of go out and walk and go into the businesses, because they are very tourist heavy and they're used to a lot more foot traffic. So it helps just kind of going outside of your neighborhood, kind of doing the touristy things that you normally don't do in the city.
So you know how people say there's no more tourists, no more tourists? There's no more tourists for a lot of businesses in Old Montreal. I feel for the restaurants, I feel for the souvenir shops. Most of them are my friends, I grew up with them. But I have to tell you, locals make the difference, Montrealers make the difference. And please come back to Old Montreal. It's such a beautiful area. Nobody has anything like it in the world. I mean, it just takes tourists to tell you what a beautiful city we have, how blessed we are to have this area. It's just amazing, and the residents are amazing. They've been the biggest support. The reason I'm still here after a year is because the residents and my faithful customers come back and support me 100%. Every day they tell me, you know, they come into the store and they say, oh, you're still here. I knew you'd be here. I knew you'd be here. I knew it. Tu es une battante. And I appreciate it so much. And you know what? Like I said on my Instagram, they might have taken it all. They might have broken. To all the ones who did this to me last night, I'm still here and I'm still going to be here tomorrow.
And try just to talk about the little store around here. That will be cool. Because now if you see, it looks horrible because of what's happened yesterday. It looks like New York now. So every second store is closed, and more store going to close, and this is the beauty of Montreal. We will fly away. So shop online, but come see us sometime.